And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. I was trying to find a tweet before we got rolling. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it here. It'll take a minute. Anyhow, the firestorm that started when Donald Trump tweeted out, President Donald Trump tweeted out. So let's talk about the surveillance, okay? And how the media, remember, let's go in the Wayback Machine, like way back of 2 Sundays ago, and all the morning shows. Okay, now I really don't like to have to tell you this. I would like to find something else to do with my Sunday mornings. I know you're all yelling, "Well, get up and go to church." Anyhow, I understand. Okay, Sunday shows, all right. But I watch all the shows on Sunday, and I'll tell you why, except for CNN. Can't bring myself to go to the CNN channel. Can't do that. But I watch George Snuffleupagus. I watch the guy on Face the Nation. Now, let me tell you something on Face the Nation, okay? Dickerson on Face the Nation. Then I watch Chuck Todd, okay? Got to watch Chuck Todd. That's a slimy guy. And then I watch Chris Wallace, okay, which one day he shows up with a conservative question, and the next day he shows up with, just say it. So I watch all those every Sunday, so I know the narrative the Democrats, which the media, the Democrat defense team is going to try to help move things down the road that week. It was 2 weeks ago that every single morning show started out with Trump's wiretapping claims produce no evidence. Trump cannot produce evidence. Intel officials claim Trump's statement on wiretapping by Obama is false. Will Trump apologize to President Barack Obama? I mean, the list goes on. You know all of them, okay? And they're outraged. Still no evidence from the president over his bombshell claim in a tweet that President Barack Obama tapped Trump Tower. Well, we all knew, and we talked about it here, and we have never steered away. Although the media, Trump threw the tweet out, and the media worked it like a piece of clay for weeks to get you, as they tried to create your reality on a daily basis, to get you to believe that this was another problem where Trump's credibility is concerned. It was a lie. He just got mad one night, sent out a tweet. He's spastic. The guy has no control. All the above. Everything about this guy. For 2 weeks, they worked that piece of clay, 2-3 weeks. They made fun of Sean Spicer at the podium, everything. But every day was, why will Donald Trump apologize to the President Obama on his baseless claims? So Trump claims, and we all know, Trump sent out a tweet with a claim that Obama tapped Trump Tower during the transition and the campaign. So anyhow, we know here that it's electronic surveillance, okay? The government has, there's legal language that about wiretapping, okay? And then you have your FISA courts and so on and so forth. So we said here from day one that this was not literally going down in the basement of Trump Tower, alligator clips into the wire, and somebody with an earbud listening to, the 17th floor, wherever Trump's offices is at Trump Tower. This is electronic surveillance. We said that from day one. We never left it here. So he sends out this tweet, and everybody's in an uproar. Now, Judge Napolitano, which let me get my headphones here, Sam. Judge Napolitano goes on Fox, and he makes a revelation that just stuns everybody, even to the point it caused Fox to dismiss him for a period of time. So go ahead and play that video. We're going to play that video first.
Meanwhile, the White House faced with yesterday's deadline to show proof Trump Tower was wiretapped ahead of the election. Now explaining what the president really meant by his explosive claims, here's Sean Spicer.
He doesn't really think that President Obama went up and tapped his phone personally. I think, but I think there's no question that the Obama administration, that there were actions about surveillance. The president used the word wiretap in quotes to mean broadly surveillance and other activities.
But Judge Napolitano says even if the president, former President Barack Obama, his White House did spy on this president, there may never be a way to prove it. It doesn't mean it didn't happen. Here to explain, Fox News judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge, what do you mean he can't prove it? I thought he could prove everything. We have all the American surveillance and technology at our fingertips.
Okay, so the statutes authorize the President of the United States to order the surveillance of any person in the United States of America without suspicion, without probable cause, and without a warrant, meaning he doesn't have to go to a court to do it. So he can order the NSA, which already has the digital version of our phone calls, to transcribe the digital version into a transcript and give it to him. But if he does that, there's a record of the order.
Right.
So 3 intelligence sources have informed Fox News that President Obama went outside the chain of command. He didn't use the NSA, he didn't use the CIA, he didn't use the FBI, and he didn't use the Department of Justice. He used GCHQ. What the heck is GCHQ? That's the initials for the British spying agency. They have 24/7 access to the NSA database. So by simply having 2 people go to them saying, President Obama needs transcripts of conversations involving candidate Trump, conversations involving President-elect Trump, he's able to get it. And there's no American fingerprints on this.
So you're saying that the British used their version of the CIA to wiretap Donald Trump's phone or
well,
tower?
It's not a wiretap. The concept of plugging a wire into a phone box in the basement of a building is what the law was when these statutes were written in 1978. Everything is done electronically now via computer. The NSA has 24/7, 365 access to every mainframe computer of every telecom and every computer service provider that does business in the United States. And they share that with various intelligence agencies, including the Brits. So the British intelligence agency had this. What happened to the guy who ordered this? Resigned.
Incredible.
3 days after Donald Trump was inaugurated.
So Trump might be right, except for the fact who did it. Unbelievable. That according to your sources. Judge, great job.
All the best, Brian.
Okay, folks, that is the statement that got Judge Napolitano a little vacation. I think it was about a 9-day vacation. Fox had to let him go about 9 days. He was never fired, but he was dismissed indefinitely. Didn't know exactly when he would be back. But keep this in mind. Fox News had to vet this a little bit, okay? He had to vet this. They had to vet this a little bit to see where Judge Napolitano was going with this and if they were not venturing down a road that they should not touch, okay? I do not take up for Fox's actions, but I will say this, okay? The reason the judge really got in trouble is when he said three intelligence sources told Fox News. Well, see, Judge Napolitano is a contributor to Fox News. He's not really Fox News. So that's the sticky point that Fox News got a little concerned about is he said contacted. 3 intelligence sources contacted and told Fox News. That was the sentence that really tripped up Judge Napolitano, but nothing really incorrect. He's at Fox News, and they've communicated with him. The GCHQ, all right? Excuse me. British spy agency. Why? No American fingerprints. Now, let's move over to former Obama Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense Evelyn Fargas made some stunning admissions during an interview with MSNBC's Mika Brzezinski. In fact, it stunned Mika so bad she had to take the day off. If you ever notice, watch MSNBC, and every time Minka's head spins a little too much that day, she got to take the next day off to go get an adjustment. Okay, You know the video I want? You good? Play.
Joining us now, Democratic Senator Debbie Stabenow of Michigan and former Defense Department official, former executive director of the Graham Talent WMD Commission, now a senior fellow at the Atlantic Council and an MSNBC analyst, Dr. Evelyn Farkas. Good to have you both.
Thanks.
Evelyn Farkas, the other big story of the day. You actually knew about this attempt to get and preserve information, and full transparency, we're doing some work yourself. Tell us about that.
Well, I was urging my former colleagues and frankly speaking, the people on the Hill. It was more actually aimed at telling the Hill people, get as much information as you can, get as much intelligence as you can before President Obama leaves the administration, because I had a fear that somehow that information would disappear with the senior people who left. So it would be hidden away in the bureaucracy, that the Trump folks, if they found out how we knew what we knew about the Trump staff's dealing with Russians, that they would try to compromise those sources and methods, meaning we would no longer have access to that intelligence. So I became very worried because not enough was coming out into the open, and I knew that there was more. We have very good intelligence on Russia. So then I had talked to some of my former colleagues, and I knew that they were trying to also help get information to the Hill.
A lot going on today.
Yeah.
Mark
That's why you have the leaking.
Exactly.
People are worried.
All right.
That's why you have the leaking. People are worried. I think every member of the intel community should get a free gift shipped to them today of Depends. Comes in handy in case you start leaking. That's why you have the leaking, folks. That's why you have the leaking. Get as much intel you can before we leave on this guy and everybody around him. Get as much intel as you can before we leave and everybody around him. While discussing the mad scramble by Obama administration to collect and preserve intelligence on alleged Russian election hacking before Obama left office, it appears that Farkas accidentally implicated the Obama White House in the surveillance of Trump campaign staff. No, you don't say. And they're holding the Russian investigation hearings into whether Russia was conspiring to help Trump win the election. The Trump folks, if they found out how we knew what we knew about the Trump staff dealing with Russia, that they would try to compromise those sources and methods. Methods! I tell you, methods. Methods. Surveillance. Electronic surveillance. Meaning we would not longer have access to that intelligence. Furthermore, Farkas effectively corroborated the New York Times earlier article from early March, which cited former American officials as their anonymous source regarding efforts to leak surveillance on the Trump team to Democrats across Washington, D.C. I became very worried because not enough was coming out into the open, and I knew that there was more. We have very good intelligence on Russia. So then I had talked to some of the former colleagues, and I knew they were trying to also get information to the Hill. That's why you have leaking. All right, folks, the New York Times article is vindicated. This lady is vindicated, has verified, Franks has verified actually to Minka, and you notice Mika Brzezinski, her nerves were shot. Her dad, Council of Foreign Relations, Bilderberg, all the above, okay? The Brzezinski's family, they're globalists, total globalists, okay? And so Evelyn Franks validates Fox News. You heard what Judge Napolitano had said. Now yesterday, Bill Hemmer of Fox News, guess who was allowed on? Now let me tell you before we play this one, Sam. Judge Napolitano, let me make this clear to you, there's no media. The top story this morning is poll numbers on Trump, bipartisan Senate coming together on Russia investigation, Trump's downhill slide, all the above. I don't see the newscast this morning of the bombshell announcement, Judge Napolitano back on Fox News. Now, don't think for 1 minute that Fox hasn't sent out the main email to everybody. So if you've got a Fox News email list, okay, email address, you got an email. This is my prediction. You got an email from the higher up saying, do not schedule Judge Andrew Napolitano on your show. And this goes for Hannity, Fox and Friends, Waters World, the Five. It don't matter who it is. Do not schedule Napolitano on your show until we clear him. Period. So yesterday when Bill Hemmer has Napolitano on his show, Fox is not caught off guard that Napolitano is going to be asked, hey, did you learn your lesson? Are you here to apologize to the President Obama? Are you here to say you're sorry to the entire world for the comments you made? Fox is not dumb. So folks, play the return to Napolitano there.
Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano. And Judge, nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Good morning to you. You've had a few quiet days.
Yes, I have.
You likely needed them.
Yes.
Before we get to the case facing the former Congressman of Illinois, you put out a statement, I think it was 10 days ago,
right,
saying you were confident in the story that you reported here in the past month.
Yes.
You still stand by that? Or
yes, I do, and the sources stand by it. And the American public needs to know more about this rather than less, because a lot of the government surveillance authorities will expire in the fall, and there will be a great debate about how much authority we want the government to have to surveil us. And the more the American public knows about this, the more informed their and Congress's decisions will be.
Well, so no change then.
Correct.
And we'll see how the story plays out.
We will, yeah.
In time.
Yeah, I think a lot more.
All right, hold on. I'm back. I'm all right. I'm back. I know. I had to do something there. No change. 10 days ago. 10 days have passed. Fox News has had an opportunity to probably have several conversations with Judge Napolitano. Fox News has probably had several opportunities to send their attorneys and a staff out to Napolitano's house for coffee and say, Judge, let's talk about this. He lives out in New Jersey. I know exactly where the judge lives, out in New Jersey. Okay, anyhow, I know the deli where he stops and gets a buttered hard roll and a coffee. Yes, I know that. So anyhow, the judge, right, I know Fox News has sent the team of lawyers out in the 10 days. Said, Judge, look, man, you said Fox News. We're under the gun. We wish you would not have said Fox News. And then you said 3 sources told Fox News. You're going to have to talk to us, Judge. You're going to have confidentiality. We got confidentiality. If you're in media like that, you're supposed to have leaks. Oh, my God, you know, everybody's wearing the pens up there in Washington, D.C. because you never know when something will leak. Anyhow, so you got Judge Napolitano. Don't think, folks, what happened is an accident. They have vetted this guy. Judge, we got confidentiality, all right? We got attorney-client privilege, all the above. What the hell do you know? And who told you this? Because we're on the hot seat. Because immediately after this, you know, Donald Trump tweets out, a well-respected judge, Andrew Napolitano, said on Fox News. Boom! Throwed Fox out there. Then, right after that, you know, Andrew Napolitano does that. Then Sean Spicer, the press secretary, goes out and says, hey, don't, you know. And then he's with the German. He's with Angela Merkel. Hey, we got something in common. You know, Obama spied on you, he spied on me. There you go, right? She gives him, you know, like the German frown. I don't know how to do the German frown, but you know, Angela can do it. Anyhow, so he says right there to the reporter with the German chancellor there, hey, Fox reported it, asked them. That was a real hot seat that Napolitano's been on. The other media has loved this, that Fox came out and said this and had to retract it. Shepard Smith, well, check his family picture, will you? Okay, Shepard Smith, I just said it at 3 o'clock every day. I mean, come on, tell me you don't know that Shepard Smith's gay. Let's move past that. Not that there's a problem with a gay guy doing the news at 3 o'clock, so let's move on. Let's stay with the substance here. So Shepard Smith comes out at 3 o'clock and he says, oh, we want to clear up. Fox News has released a statement. We did not say this. It was not Fox News. Well, the other media's had a field day enjoying saying Fox News had to retract themselves. They got it wrong. Fox News retract Napolitano's statement. Okay, why? In 10 days, he's back. Because it's true. Folks, it's true. That's why he's back. They didn't just say, Bill Hemmer was saying, hey, what's the show guest list like? We look a little light. Call Napolitano. See if he can get a limo in from Jersey and do the show. I'm short on guests. Didn't happen. Because Fox has vetted everything Napolitano has said through their legal departments, and they were prepared for Napolitano to come on yesterday and say, hey, I'm still confident. I still stand by. The sources still stand by, and nothing has changed, and the American people need to know this. Folks, if you want an investigation, there's your investigation. The Obama administration, the liars, George Soros, we'll get more into it after this break. Surveillance of Trump Tower is true. Guess what? I don't think Donald Trump owes Barack Hussein Obama an apology. We'll be back after these messages.